her little bag and her little, does she have a little animal? Hello there, Cancer. I appreciate your time and thank you for being here today. Well, this energy check-in for you. Let's grab from the energy deck itself as we're talking about it. See what we got here. We have the Cosmic Energy deck, and on these cards we have, geez Louise, we have a lot of good things. We have divinity and awareness and rebirth and creativity and acceptance, and all of these energies are around us at all times. We have access to all of them. We just have to really concentrate, hone in, tap in, however you want to call it, and embrace a certain energy. So, at the time of this reading, whenever you're seeing this, there's a certain energy spirit would like you to tap into. I think it's that one because it tried to come out. It's light. Okay. Alright, Cancer. Let's see what we got. Light dispels darkness. Keep your inner light shining. And for you guys, I feel like Cancer's very misunderstood. And not because, maybe not for the reasons that you think, but I think they're misunderstood is because you guys do tend to, I'm trying to make my words very, very precise here because I don't want to piss anybody off, but basically what I'm trying to say is that you guys have the big ass heart, right? Huge heart, huge, that comes with a lot of responsibility for the people that you love. That means you expect so much of them because you hold them in such high regard. It doesn't always come off that way though. Sometimes it comes off as harsh and as a Virgo, and I'm saying this means something, okay? Because Cancers are very open and loving, but there are conditions sometimes with that love. And what I mean by that is that you guys hold people at a high standard because you think with your heart. And when you lead with your heart all the time, and you're not balanced with, earth energy and the thoughts and all that kind of stuff, you can jump sometimes somewhere where you may not like where you land. I don't even know if I'm saying this right. I don't want to piss anybody off. But basically what I'm trying to say is that Cancers love very fucking deep. With that comes the expectation that the person that you love, that you're supporting, that you, not just in a romantic way, but in family and friends and work and all that kind of stuff, like there are a lot of expectations that come with that love from you because you want them to be the best that they possibly can, live to their full potential, and follow the advice that you're giving them. It's hard for you to see people not doing that, and it's hard for everybody to see it. Again, as a Virgo, I totally get that. But what is needed from you isn't just love, it's light. And that comes from faith in the relationships that you've built. It comes from faith that you've done all you can to bring your light out into the world, because there's a lot of darkness around. There always is, of course, but up here in the northern hemisphere, we're just coming out of winter, very early stages of spring. And that means that the buds are coming back on the trees, and the animals are coming out of hibernation and all that amazing shit. The darkness that comes from that is kind of like when you first wake up. You're kind of just like fuzzy and you're not really sure what's going on. The earth on the northern hemisphere is waking up right now. It needs the light. It needs the sun. It needs that joyous, beautiful, bright energy that you bring to the table. You bring to your friends, and you bring to your work, and you bring to... People miss you when you're not around. Let's put it that way. Your light is what's missing. You may not realize that that's what it is. And that's what I'm trying to get at, I guess. I think that maybe you think, or maybe you believe that what you bring to the table is the heart and the soul, and that's amazing. Of course, that's a part of it. Like I said, we have access to all of these energies, but what is needed from you right now, Cancer, is your light. which means your fire, your passion, your exuberance. And that's definitely more of a wands as opposed to a cup energy. So, of course, you can access it. You can get very passionate about something that you love. Use that heart energy to light that fire, to move forward, to inspire other people. Because that's what Spirit's asking you to do right now. And if you're watching this right now, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, you know where the darkness is. You know in your life where it is. It could be at the local store you go to, and there's been a real dark vibe in there. Maybe the owner is going through something. I'm pulling random things out of my butt, but what I'm saying is that you don't know what other people are going through. So sometimes it's better to pull back just your heart and just your expectations of people and just shine your light. Help them see the path ahead. Help them see the way to the advice that you've given them. That sort of thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes we have to go at things a little bit of a different way. And in this deck right here, the Knight of Wands is actually, I believe the description on it is sometimes you have to try things go at a different angle, or maybe break the rules a little bit. And I know that's not an easy thing either, but it's for a good cause. And by breaking the rules, I mean not the law. We're not Judas Priest breaking the law. But what I'm saying is it's breaking your tradition, how you usually come at things in order to approach a subject in a different way. I hope I'm making sense to you, Cancer. Let's pull an angel number for you. I don't want to talk to you today, huh? Beautiful. And we got one. Thank you, Spirit. We got 1717. Let go of the past. All right. Release, forgiveness, healing, growth, new beginnings, moving forward, and renewal. It's time to release the weight of the past and embrace new opportunities ahead. Trust your instincts, especially if you feel called to lead others, as the universe is guiding you and supporting you in this journey. That's basically what I was getting at, or going in a really weird way. I'm having such a hard time communicating, and maybe you are too. I was fine before I started Cancer's reading, so maybe that's what this is about. This is about stepping out of, again, the comfort zone, breaking the rules, really leaning into what lights you up so you can lead other people down this path. Because maybe they're just not taking the advice and you're getting pissed off. You're getting annoyed. You're getting frustrated because you're like, oh my God, I know how to get there, but no one's listening to me. Well, it's time to take the lead. Not only take the lead, but if you're walking with people and showing them the way, you're going first. That helps people who are afraid. That helps people who are afraid to take the leap on their own. And once they've seen, oh, wait a minute, Cancer knows what the hell they're talking about. Look at them shining their light. I can see them all the way up there, and they're a little bit further ahead. They're going to be running to catch up to you. Okay? Because you're not just telling them how they should do things. You're leading by example. And when you do things like that, people believe you more because they're like, okay, well, Cancer's not afraid to go. I'm going to go too. And then the next time, it's going to be a little easier for them to say, oh, you know what? Cancer was right last time. I'm going to try it. And if it's not, you have no problem leading again because this is not your first time either. So you're going together down a new path. Whether it's your team, whether it's your family, or it's you, me, myself, and I collective, that's fine too. There's a we. But you are going down a new path. So take time to write a letter to your past self, acknowledging the lessons learned, and then symbolically let it go, whether by burning it or tearing it up. And we were saying with the light earlier, before we saw this card, about changing your approach, doing things differently. Once you succeed in doing things differently, it becomes a little easier each time. And I know every Cancer in my life is really strong-willed, a bit rigid, but again, it's because it's heart-centered. When you lead with your heart, it's scary because you're afraid it's going to get broken. You're afraid you're going to get the Three of Swords. You're afraid you're going to get really screwed up by the people in your life who are not following your advice. And you're watching them go down this path going, damn it, they had just listened to me, they wouldn't have went the wrong way, and now we got to go back and do this all over again. Or if this person had just listened to my advice, they wouldn't be in this bad situation. And now they want me to come over and comfort them, and I'm having a hard time doing that because I told them the right way to go. Well, you can only live your own life. Scratch that. You can live your own life, and you can only lead people down the new path. How about we go with that? You can lead people down that path 100%. Are they going to listen every time? Maybe not. Are they going to listen after they've seen the example of you shining your light down that path? There's a real good chance. And if that's your goal, you go for it. Shine your light. But first say goodbye to the old way you used to do shit. Honor it. It got you this far. However old you are, if you're 20, if you're 40, or if you're 60, or if you're 80 years old, it doesn't matter. You've gotten this far in life. Far enough that you have your own access to the internet and you can watch this YouTube channel, okay? So you have led your own path to where you are right now. That's beautiful. Honor it. Thank the old version of you for that. And now it's time to move on. It's time to start that new path. It's spring here. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, thank you for being here. It's fall. It's time to start harvesting everything that you've planted in the spring, watched grow and watered and loved on all summer, picking it, digging out the weeds, getting rid of the shit you don't want to put in your food all winter because you wouldn't serve anybody that food, so it doesn't serve you anymore. This is the season of change. Whether it's spring or fall, it's the season of change, and the new version of you is ready. So let's see what tarot has to say about all that. Wow. Getting heavy here today. Enemy Cancer. All right. Let's do it. I just saw the Ace of Swords on the split. So, a sparkly new idea. Love that. It can feel uncomfortable. Of course it can feel uncomfortable because you've done things a certain way for so long. Again, it could be 5 years, it could be 10 years, it could be 20 years, it could be 60 years. However long you've been doing things, this version of the old version of you, it's time to say goodbye. Honor him or her. Thank them for everything that they've brought into your life, because look around you, the things in your life you co-created with Spirit and the old you. So they got you real far. But it's time. It's time for the new you. If you want new results, you try new things. That's all it comes down to. Thank you, Spirit, for being here today for this beautiful reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. I appreciate your messages, as I know Cancer does as well. And we're going to be looking into the recent past, current energy, and the future energy. The beautiful sign of Cancer. Recent past, please. Whoa. Jeez Louise. That's a lot. Can I have one card for the... If you watch the channel, you know what's going to happen now. After I ask for one card, usually a bunch of them flop out. Oh! I was wrong. It is 2, though. Am I taking 2? I'm taking 2. Recent past energy is 2 of Swords and the King of Cups. 2 of Swords is about the decision of which way you're going to go, which way you're going to lead, how you're going to move forward. That's what the 2 of Swords is, right? It's thoughts. It's wake up. What is it you really want? Well, you want to, of course, your goal is the King of Cups. This beautiful water energy like you. King of Cups is not bothered by the shit going on around them. It's moving forward with its task. In the traditional one, it's, the king is sitting in the middle of the water, and it's rough waters, and there's all kinds of amazing shit going on around. There's birds here, and there's waves here, and the king's not bothered. The king's just like, yeah, I'm enjoying this little floaty ride here, so you guys keep spinning in circles if you like. And that's what she's doing here. She's pouring her water, her tea. Is this a pour over? Oh, yeah. Damn. Making her pour over coffee, amazing, yummy, and she's so focused on it that she's not worried about the bird in the window that could possibly come into the damn house. Like, there's life going on around her, and she's not thinking about it. She's not getting affected by it, is what I should say. And that's what we were talking about earlier. Being okay with being the leader and moving forward down that path, no matter what anybody else is doing around you. Yes, you can absolutely shine your light and say, come on guys, this is the way. but they have had to have seen that there's a different version, that you're not going to get mad if they don't follow, that you're not going to kick them off the team if they don't follow, that kind of shit. Once you adopted that King of Cups attitude, energy, calmness, emotional maturity, it's so attractive. Of course people want to follow. Of course they want to follow. So what do we have in the current energy? Good for you, Cancer. Good for you. I know it's not easy, and I'm proud of you. I'm not gonna lie. Current energy. There's too many. Nope, I guess it's not just 2. No, it's 3. It's 4. Jeez Louise. No, it's too much. But I did see the King of Wands in there. Can I have a current energy card, please, for beautiful Cancer? Current energy. Magician. My favorite card. Let me make sure none of the other ones flopped. Flipped and flopped. Nope. My favorite card. Because that means you can adapt. You can make shit happen. And the fact that you could change up, switch up from that old energy into the new you, the new version of you. This calm, accepting of things going on around you. The fact that you have done that not only makes you the magician, because that means you have access to the cups and the swords and the pentacles and the wands. Not only are you able to reach into any of those energies and mix them all up and move forward, but now other people see it, because they've seen the change, and they're like, yeah, I'm absolutely going with Cancer. Yep, wherever Cancer goes, I'm going. You're picking up that light and you're trudging ahead because you have accepted your new role. And what do we got in the future energy? If we stay on this path, the beautiful Magician and the King of Cups. 3 of Cups. Well, that makes sense. It's happiness. It's happiness in your circle. It's happy. Well, so this is about a team. Maybe it's about a family. Maybe you're deciding you're moving your family to another state and they were nervous about it. And you have found a way to show them all the benefits, to show them maybe if you have kids, the schools that they're going to be going to, or if you have a dog, that you have a backyard for the dog. Whatever this is, people are willing to follow you happily now. This is not a, oh, I guess I'm gonna go now because Cancer's going. This is a, oh, wait, no. I want to go now. This is harmony. This is heart-centered goodness that you got back by showing it to other people. That which is the 6 of Pentacles. You give what you get. You give what you get. It's free of judgment and just full of beautiful light. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is not backing down. She's like, no, this is the way it is. And this is you at your heart. I know swords are not your thing, but I know Cancers. And I know that those swords are protecting the heart. The big-ass heart that you carry around all the fucking time. And the Queen of Wands says, don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. You're like, this is the way. Oh, like the Mandalorian. This is the way. And that's it. And now they just follow. There's a quiet strength that comes from being so confident in where you're going. Being so emotionally mature that people are like, oh, wow. Yeah, I want to be part of that. I want to be part of that energy. Absolutely beautiful. All right, and as I shuffle along these so we can do some clarifications, I'd like to invite you to like this post if it's resonating. And if it's not, check out your moon signs and your rising signs. I would like to invite you to subscribe to the channel so we can grow this baby. I would like to invite you to leave a comment. And I appreciate you, Cancer. We're going to clarify this previous energy of the 2 of Swords and the King of Cups. I mean, we're seeing a theme here, right? Swords and Cups, which is beautiful. All right, let's clarify. Thank you, Spirit, so much. Great messages. The amazing sign of Cancer. Oh, they're getting so specific. I love it. Yeah, 3 of Swords. I knew it was coming. Because this is your healed heart. This is your heart being protected by those swords. We said this earlier. The Queen of Swords has her swords up, and she's not messing around. She is not backing down because she's protecting her heart. And because this is in the recent past, this absolutely shows me that that this old broken heart, the fears of the broken heart, if you don't stand your ground, if you don't, that's where the roughness comes from. And that's what I was trying to get at earlier. I was having a hard time saying it because I didn't want to be cruel or sound cruel, because I have nothing but love for cancers. Nothing but love for cancers. This is telling me, and I saw it before, that the fear is if you speak your truth, you're going to get a broken heart. But the realization and knowing that that's just the old version of you heals us. It takes the swords right out of that heart, and it helps heal it with this decision. So deciding to move forward, even though you were nervous, is exactly what emotional maturity is. Because these swords have been protecting your heart. And now it's behind you. And that's beautiful, because you're not worried about it anymore. If they don't follow you, they don't follow you. It's not going to affect you personally. If this is a team at work we're talking about here, and they don't follow you and you're right, that's not your responsibility. Whatever happens after that is completely up to them. But you've let go of the heart connection and the responsibility, and it's just left you with the swords, which is smart, because those swords are making you a queen, so that you don't back away from this vision. You don't dim your light at all, because that's when people get lost. It's dark. Why do we have the Magician here in the current energy for beautiful Cancer? Amazing, because you're able to change your whole perspective. And it's being clarified by the Knight of Cups. And then cups and swords and cups and swords. And I love it. I love it. This is the heart and the mind and the heart, and bringing them together without fear of breaking or either one. Because the Queen's not backing down, and the Knight is definitely not backing down. This is a full-on onslaught of love, leading with your heart and not backing down from your voice, because you can access all of them. The Magician can control those things. The Magician's like, yeah, okay, I'm putting my cups out there and I'm putting my swords out there. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because I'm right, without ego, and we're moving forward with this. That's it. Let's clarify the Three of Cups, please, in the future position. And remember, these are all changeable. If you decide that you hear that you're the Magician and you get nervous and you just want to go back to the old you could do that, and you know the results that are going to come because you've done it before. I don't see it happening, though. I see you embracing this new version of you. This it's not even new. It's just improved. Because there was nothing wrong with the old you. Again, it got you where you needed to be. But saying goodbye to that changes it all. Yeah, of course it does. It's your 10 of Cups. Absolutely beautiful. And we all know what the 10 of Cups is, right? It's beautiful. It's living in this world. Because it's not like they're living in a fantasy world. I don't see Narnia here. I don't see any of that shit here. I wanted to say Fillory. Does anybody ever watch The Magician Show? God, I love that stupid show. It was so good. Anyways, this is not a make-believe world. This is the real world. Real world happiness with your peeps. All because you were able to find the new version of you. New and improved. You're not leading with pain and sadness and worry about your heart anymore. If they don't follow, they don't follow. Once you let that go, and you chose to let that go, you see what happens here? Look at this beautifulness. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck to clarify the Queen of Swords. It's the Two of Swords again. It's up to you. This is completely your choice. And I was saying that here too before we flipped this over. No one's making you do any of this. This is up to you. You're being presented with a choice of what you really want. Do you want to do things the way you've always done them because it's gotten you this far? Because it has. That was a terrible shuffle. It's gotten you where you're at right now. So it's gotten you to this position at work. It's gotten you through tough times of I don't know why I want to say abuse. That's not something I want to be thinking about. But that old you has gotten you through everything. So you're not completely abandoning the old Cancer. It's just combining those lessons and the beautiful things it taught you in a little book together, so that way you can bring that book with you, kind of like the Six of Swords. You're moving to calmer shores, but you're not leaving behind the lessons. So you're not being foolish. This is not a fool's, quest here. I'm going to grab Moonology to see if there's any further clarification that needs to come out. I did see one flip. Oh, two. Beautiful. Okay. That one just kind of fell out. I didn't mean to. Didn't flip. That's it. One more pass. Okay. And then the Spirit Oracle deck. I'll look at that. The last message. Whatever one flips out. Thank you. Appreciate that, Spirit. I love when one just flops out. It makes me happy. Virgo. So, I like everything to look orderly and neat. So we got Synchronicity and Communicate. Now, this is your story, my loves. We are anchored. We are bookends. Two of Swords, bookends, because life is a choice. This attitude is a choice. You don't just flip the switch and go, oh, whoa, I'm doing everything different now. You are putting the work, and you are honoring and saying goodbye to the old version of you that got you so far in this life, so that you can fully embrace the light, which for you is clearly the combination of Cups and Swords. There's nothing else going on here. Except for, alright, sorry, let me take that back. Except for the Magician. But the Magician has access to all of it, right? But everything else is Cups and Swords here. Because those swords have been protecting your heart this whole time. So you're not changing that. You're just not leading with the pointed heart, if that makes any sense. Because the pointed heart is going to come out wrong and people don't want to follow that. This new version of you is leading with the softness and the emotional and the emotional maturity of the King of Cups. And that has been a choice. To not lead with this old worry of being hurt and stabbed in the heart and people not following and chaos, ensuing. You're leading with your King of Cups emotional maturity. You reached that level, which brought you right to the Magician. So you can mutate all of these amazing elements and energies. With all the synchronicities that you've seen, it just confirmed the fact that you weren't doing anything wrong by leading with love, because you've let go of the expectation of you getting hurt. You've let go of the expectation of, oh my God, what's going to happen if everybody doesn't follow? Well, that's on them. And good for you for letting it go. Letting go of the past. Not only does it help you to communicate these things to your friends and your peeps and your family, but you're going to receive the communication as well from your pets and your plants and your people and I stole the pets and plants and people from Paul over at Dove and Serpent Tarot. Hi Paul, shout out. But because those three P's together do sum up most people's lives, and it's very nice to put them in a beautiful category. But you're going to feel the communication. You're going to get the positive feedback, so that way you've made the right choice and that you're not backing down from it. Because where's that going to get you? Nowhere. Final message today for Cancer is: learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or go with it. So ask yourself, what is to be gained by depleting your energy, fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. It's absolutely beautiful. Hearts and Swords. I'm here for it, and I'm here for you. Take care, Cancer.